me to step on it for you? What is going on here with this thing? So I don't really have any statement. You guys, you just want to ask questions, and I can hit them. All right.
Sure. You need me to hold that for you?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can you? This is gonna fall.
Oh.
You guys good? Yeah, and it's gonna be. I know we're streaming it. So.
Thank you.
Easiest question to start, if you don't mind. How about just name, title? We know it, but just for folks who are watching at home.
Sure. Brian Foley, Assistant to the Commissioner, Department of Emergency Services and Public Protection.
Can you guys just describe what happened this morning? You know, who discovered these bullet holes and kind of the timeline?
The Capitol Police Department obviously noticed some damage to the facilities here today. They contacted the Connecticut State Police to assist in the investigation. Obviously a great concern to the Colonel and the Commissioner. They assigned the Major Crimes Division to come down here, Central District Major Crimes. You have CTIC, which is the intelligence agency, looking around for others. Do you need to get a little, am I too soft?
No.
Okay. And as well as the state lab. Evidence has been collected here by major crimes detectives, and that will be submitted for analysis at some point.
Do you think this is related to the Southington shooter from over the weekend?
That absolutely remains a possibility, and we're not ruling that out. We're not ruling anything out at this point as it's too early, but certainly that is something that we would look into.
Do you know when or have any timeline as to when this happened?
So this area, as you know, Commissioner Ravella built C4 here with cameras and ShotSpotter all around this area. It's a fairly safe area as well too, but they should have some significant evidence between all the state buildings and the city cameras here. They should be able to determine something. ShotSpotter as well. The problem with ShotSpotter is that if the gunfire was fired from within a vehicle in a lower caliber, it might not pick that up. But I'm sure C4 and Hartford PD are reaching out to, I know they are, reached out to ShotSpotter for a forensic analysis.
So do we know at this point anything, if there was any, we confirmed it or no?
No, in fact, there's been some reports that were inaccurate regarding a ShotSpotter notification. While there may have been one at around a certain time frame, it certainly wasn't from out front here of the Capitol.
Has there been any chatter about who this might have been intended for?
No, too early to speculate. Like, we haven't ruled anything out yet. The building was unoccupied, no one was hurt.
Lawmakers were just notified, despite the fact that you guys have been out here for several hours. Do you think there's a lack of communication there?
That would be an issue for the Capitol Police Department internal.
And are there cameras on this building, or are you strictly relying on the city cameras?
There's cameras all around. You know, we all drove here. We probably got captured 100 different times on different cameras. So major crimes detectives will try to wash all that out. There are cameras internal here. Whether or not they captured anything, obviously you're going to have to work through. There are C4 cameras in there. I believe there's cameras across the street there, and in the streets all coming in. All those will be a part of it.
And the governor and everyone is in the building today, so clearly no concern of any residuals.
What do you mean?
Well, they're moving about the building. If it was really something to be concerned about, it'd be shut down.
Right. Given that we believe it probably happened at an overnight time over the holiday weekend, we don't believe there's any threat right now to the general public or to any of the lawmakers as well.
Now, based on the bullet holes and where they are, do you think the person was in close proximity, long proximity?
There's a lot of variables in there, Lauren. Caliber, type of weapon, that would make that very flexible.
Have you guys found anything on the ground? You guys searching?
Are we what?
Have you guys found anything on the ground?
Their evidence has been collected and will be submitted to the Division of Scientific Services.
And I could see 3 bullet holes with the naked eye. Is there, is that, you see 3 or are there more? Can you tell us the number at this point?
More than one. They haven't given me a brief on how many. I'm sorry.
Is there going to be any kind of security changes moving forward from today, or?
Too early to assess that. The Capitol Police Department do a pretty good job of keeping this place safe. So obviously, great concern to all of us, but at the same time, they do a good job of keeping people safe.
Now, sorry.
That's okay. I was going to say, what would the next step be?
So major crimes will do their investigation. At the same time, we're going to look at the other state buildings in the neighborhood, see if anyone else had it. You wait for that forensic analysis out of ShotSpotter to come in, and the detectives will start working that, submit the evidence, and see what the evidence tells us from there. And then if there's probable cause for criminal arrest, they would submit that information to the state's attorney right here a block away, and they'd make a determination for any charges that would apply.
Now, if this happened over the weekend or whenever it happened, Capitol Police are on grounds 24/7. This is something that, obviously, if it happened a couple of days ago or even last night, it was missed.
So, Lauren, this is a big facility, and they cover the LOB over there in this, and they don't have a full staff. It's not like there's a cop on every corner, and that's why ShotSpotter was put around the entire city, because cops can't be everywhere at once. So it's, again, if ShotSpotter doesn't pick up something inside a car, if that is the case, obviously a cop that's in the building walking his beat and here overnight is not going to hear it as well. Especially, again, those variables I talked about, could be a lower caliber, could be within inside a vehicle.
And there's no glass actually shattered. It was just the holes as of right now.
I guess that depends on your definition of shattered.
Can you say who reported seeing the bullet holes this morning?
I don't have that. I'm sure that might be in Driscoll's.
It wasn't.
No, it wasn't. I'm sure they can get that to you.
And yesterday was a holiday, but there still would have been no one inside, but police around still, nonetheless, on a holiday.
Say it again.
Yesterday was a state, holiday, but are there still police working for the Capitol?
We haven't pinpointed time, Caitlin, but I believe they are 24/7.
And no injuries, right?
No injuries.
Ryan, just say your title again.
Assistant to Commissioner, Department of Emergency Services, Public Protection. All right. Anyone else? Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.